Disclaimer agreement. The stories shared on the show are personal experiences and reflect the opinions, journeys, and outcomes of the individuals interviewed. They are not intended as medical advice and should not be used as a substitute for professional diagnosis, treatment, or medical care. This show aims to inspire wellness by sharing insights into mental health, emotional well-being, and spiritual practices that have supported others on their healing journeys. While we may talk about things like mindfulness, faith, meditation, or self-care, this content is for informational and inspirational purposes only. We are not your doctors, therapists, or licensed health professionals, and this show does not provide medical, psychological, or spiritual counseling services to you. Always consult a qualified professional for any physical, mental, or emotional health concerns. Listening to or watching this show does not create a therapeutic, doctor-patient, or client relationship. The show, its hosts, guests, and producers are not responsible for any decisions or actions taken based on the content shared. Every healing journey is unique. What worked for one person may not work for another. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. This show shares personal stories and insights for inspiration only. We're not giving medical or mental health advice. Always talk to a licensed professional before making any changes to your health, wellness, or spiritual practices. Everyone's journey is different. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Raw and real, resistance to resilience.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Raw and Real Resistance to Resilience. I am truly happy to have you here. Today, I am doing the live launch as April 1st, as mentioned, and I am excited to have you here. Here we are talking about the opportunities and ways how we can make everything different and really take into action on what is going on. I am going to be spotlighting guests here on their personal stories. And you ask, Andrea, what is the purpose of Raw and Real Resistance to Resilience? Well, the reason why I decided to do this was because I have learned from personal experience that a lot of individuals have the opportunity to figure out where things are and wonder about what is going on. You know, their mental health concerns, their nutritional lifestyle, their physical lifestyle, and what is being portrayed in the world today. And these stories, you'll find on this show that are shared on the show are personal experiences and reflections of the opinions, journeys, and outcomes of the individuals that are being interviewed. These individuals are not intended to give you medical advice and should not be used or substituted for personal diagnosis, treatment, or medical care. One of the key components is that this show, that I believe, this movement from resistance to resilience, this show aims to inspire wellness as well as share insights to individuals where they have the opportunity to share their experiences as well as the practices that have supported them on their healing journey. While we may talk about things like mindfulness, faith, meditation, spirituality, this content is for informational purposes only. What do I mean by that? That we are not your doctors, therapists, or licensed health professionals. And this show does not provide medical or psychological or spiritual counseling services to you. We encourage you always to consult a qualified professional for any physical, mental, or medical or emotional health concerns. Listening to this show is really the opportunity to have individuals, and it's an opportunity for individuals listening to this show that it does not create a therapeutic doctor-patient relationship. or even a client relationship. The show, its host, as well as guests and also the producers are not responsible for any decisions or actions taken based on the content what is shared. Every unique healing journey and what worked for one person may not work for another. We don't live in a cookie cutter society. So, please take what resonates with you and make sure that you leave the rest. This show shares personal stories. These are people's lives and insights for inspiration only. We're not giving medical or mental health advice here. Always, we encourage you to talk to a licensed professional before making any changes to your health and what you're going through, your wellness journey and spiritual practices. Everyone's journey is different, and take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So, I'm going to be having a series of segments where individuals are going to be looking at the opportunity as well as learning from what it talks about to what we are doing in today's day and age. What I mean about that this came to fruition because I, on my personal journey, was following the herd. And for y'all who's been watching me, you know that I am a big advocate in following your heart, not the herd nor the herd. And that is really key in my life's journey because I'm not like everyone else. This is an opportunity to share with people on what it means today's day and age on your personal inventory, your responsibility and accountability of your medical, mental, emotional, and spiritual wellness, as well as the opportunity to see what's in store for you. See what you are created. Have you asked the questions to others? Have you made that informed decision to others to see that you have stake in the game, that you have a choice and a chance to ask questions that are relevant to you? Are you making the informed decisions on your health? Are you confiding and consulting your healthcare providers? How many times do we see that it's important that what we do is up to us to be informed? It's important that we understand and know that this is something that is available to us. It's important that we know that we are knowledgeable about all the options that are made available to us. It's important that we resonate and really take into account what is happening in today's day and age for those individuals that we want to take care of. Think about it. When we weren't feeling good, do we turn to our families? Do we turn to physicians? Do we turn to the internet? And at most times, it is in the times that we confide in an individual that is looking to see how we can, go about making the informed decisions. We want to explore and see what is available to us on the realms of what is happening. Let me take you down a path of something that I've experienced that really led me to this movement. Now, I am the type of person that loves asking questions. You remember me in the younger years. You know that I have been always the person that asks why, how, who, what, where, and when. And when we look into that, we put into perspective of what is going on, what is happening in today's day and age that is looking at what we have available. Hold on, hold on. Okay. Pardon me, everyone. Again, technology is a friend of mine. So we want to explore the opportunities. Have we considered and put into effect what our medical ancestry lineage is? What are the conditions that our families have had in the past? Are we mindful of the experiences we've endured with in regards to our health and wellness? I don't know about you, but I'm the type of person where I track everything. First and foremost, because I'm adoptee of South America, Colombia, during the cartel. So I don't have any medical records. I don't have any documents at all in great detail of my medical and pre-existing conditions. I came to America at 11 months old, weighing in at 11 pounds. That's a pound per month, and I was emaciated with a distended stomach and malnourished. So the reason why I decided to step into this movement is because I felt it's important to hear stories of individuals around the world and learn what they need to do. They want to know what is available and accessible to them. Hey, Blue Collar Enlightenment Show. Thank you. Hey, yeah, I'm learning as I go. Didn't go as well as planned, but I'm here. I show up. I never give up. So why raw and real? Why resistance to resilience? Well, first and foremost, we have a chance as human beings to make the conscious effort to have a choice in the matter where we can take control. Now, do we have the areas of expertise? Do we have the knowledge? Do we have all the facts and stats in the medical realms and nutritional and exercise? Well, some of us do, and some of us don't. But what we do have control is knowing our own medical, mental, spiritual, and emotional health history. What we've endured, the traumas, the trials, tribulations that we've endured, the ailments of the allergies, the food sensitivities, and what happens in our body when we have certain beverages or food. Also, the emotional traumas that we've experienced in life. How do we cope with them? Do we manage them? Do we take care of them? Or do we just suppress them and push them under the carpet? This is what we're going to talk about. So the raw is really getting to the root cause of knowing our own selves and knowing our bodies, having full awareness of our mental health, emotional, spiritual, physical health on its own. Real is getting to the real opportunities out there. The opportunities that allow us to provide us with the resources, asking other individuals what was their experiences, but most important, our providers, our direct healthcare providers, our pastors, our belief system, asking the question and getting to see, is this the end all answer, treatment, and result? Or is there more there out there? We learn from not only our others, but our personal experiences, but also what is provided. And a lot of us, we tend to see somebody in their areas of expertise and take it for face value. When I did this, I was actually in the point of my life where I was kind of knew where I stood, had a good sense of self-awareness, but life happened. And to make a long story short, I ended up not taking care of my body and listening to my mind instead of my heart and my body. And I ended up in the hospital in the ICU unit. What was this? What was happening? I don't understand. I was fine less than 24 hours ago. Ladies and gentlemen, we must be mindful of our body and our emotions. What are we exhibiting and not suppressing them? Because that is going to be the key that unlocks a door down a path that you don't want to travel. So in this segment, I've got an amazing list of individuals of all walks of life, personal experiences, professional experiences, familial experiences, the whole kit and caboodle, where you have the opportunity to listen, to learn, and to see different perspectives and techniques that are available. But again, this segment is not to replace your provider, your medical professional, your coach, your leader. It's just to gain insight of other people's experiences on what they're going through that you may be experiencing right now. As I had mentioned, I've got a list coming up. So the guest will be on this panel, and I'm going to work with my team to make sure it's fine-tuned than today because it was a little hiccup. So you know me in technology. We're getting along slowly but surely. But on Thursdays, not every Thursday, I'm going to put up this schedule of the amazing individuals who decided to partake in this movement on the dates that they will be contributing their stories, their experiences, and showing their love to help you have a better understanding and to feel confident and comfortable that you are not alone in whatever process or realm you are in. This is an opportunity for you to grow, to be knowledgeable, and to hear from others what they've experienced. If you're going through something, a loss, a medical ailment, a condition, something that you feel you're the only one and you're not able to really grasp and understand what's going on, this panel of individuals are going to share their experiences. They're going to share their change in mindset and shift from resistance to resilience. Rebecca, hello, welcome. Thank you so much. This is an opportunity for individuals to come together and to have the opportunity for them to see things from a different perspective. Not right, not wrong, but a different perspective. Make them a little bit more comfortable to ask questions. Feel comfortable to share what they're going through and engage in an immersive conversation. To hear their stories of what they did and their strategies and techniques to be where they are today. In today's society, we have so much going on, so many distractions, so many influences, so much knowledge, it's overwhelming. And what I have decided to do with this movement is to give the opportunity for individuals on this show and the audience to inspire wellness by having my guests share their insights and thoughts. It is just absolutely amazing for individuals to see the different walks of life, the different ages and stages, to see the difference that what they're going through is not only about them. It's about their strategies, their techniques, and perspectives on it. I am truly excited for all those who have decided to join me in this movement, to join me in taking the opportunity to go from resistance and resilience as I have. I lived a life of abuse and bullying as well as medical conditions where I'm fighting for my life. But I decided to change my channel and raise my frequency. And instead of living a life of vengeance and victimization, I turned to victory. I turned my stories and my strategies, my mindsets and experiences to that of living a victorious life. And I encourage and empower you, if this resonates with someone you know or yourself, share this out. This is going to be conducted on YouTube. The link will be shown there afterwards, and it will be live streamed on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, I will have the opportunity to connect with you and field your questions for our upcoming guests. Field your topics that you want to share, you want to have answers, or just what's on your mind. The thoughts that are going, that you feel that you're not ready to be comfortable sharing or asking. We're here as a support system. We're here just to kind of let you know that healing isn't a straight path. It's messy, it's raw, it's real. But every challenge that you go through, every experience you face can build a lesson that builds your strength, resilience, and purpose. This is a show about transforming struggle into strength and taking the components through mental health insights, emotional well-being, as well as the spiritual practices, the habitual rituals that people have adopted and adapted into their path journey, the path less traveled of overcoming and healing through the process. We must heal, but in order to heal, we must feel. Have you ever asked yourself or find yourself in a question of saying, how do we shift from resistance to resilience, Andrea? What are the practices? What are the practices that we have? What are the practices that we can take in order for us to thrive? And most importantly, how do we cultivate a mindset when we are going through the process of healing that may feel so cold, so lonely, so difficult to manage, when we are the people to go to, when we are the people with power, purpose, and precision to make things happen? We are going to talk on several topics throughout the course of this movement. And like I said, it's important to take from this show what you can and leave the rest. And as always, encourage you to consult your primary care physician, your person that you're working with right now, on seeing different perspectives on life. Life is something that we live. We can either look at it as day one or one day. And my mission here today is to allow you to feel confident and comfortable within your own skin to say, I have a choice in the matter. I have the ability, the strength, and courage to ask questions. And I have the opportunity to make a difference in my life. Enhance the quality of life today. Allow yourself to choose to press play, plan life according to you. We are not alone on this planet, but with the proper mindset, the proper support system, and the faith and belief that everything is working for us and not to us, I truly believe that this world is going to be a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for upcoming exciting information. I've got stellar guests with stories and sharing ideas and insights on their wellness journey. I encourage you to stay tuned. As mentioned, I will put on my social media handles the agenda and timeline dates that the guests will be appearing, which will be Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time in the US. We just hit daylight savings time, so if it's Eastern daylight savings time, that's where you'll find us. Stay tuned to my social media platforms to learn more. If you have a topic or questions that you'd like to address, whether it be anonymous or want to be on and engage with our guests, I welcome that opportunity. That will be what Tuesdays are for. I will be here live Tuesdays to field any questions, comments, concerns about the show, about our guests, so we can go from resistance to resilience. I welcome and appreciate all those involved, all those who believed in me to make this happen, and I'm truly excited. I cannot wait to share the stage with amazing individuals that have been really the trailblazers in their lives to be the face of change in mental health, medical health, spiritual health, and well-being. I encourage you, ask questions, be brave and be bold to take the pen in your hand and walk beside your providers in ensuring that you have the best quality of life. And without further ado, I would love to announce our first guest on the premiere this Thursday, coming to the virtual platform that I am truly excited about. I want to read their introduction right now. So appearing this Thursday, which is, I believe, let me just make sure, April 3rd, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am truly honored and privileged and pleasure to have Miss Rebecca. She is a leadership coach, a speaker, and a trainer who empowers professionals to lead with confidence. To lead with confidence, to lead with clarity, as well as purpose. Through trainwithrebecca.com, she offers practical tools and personalized support to help individuals and teams thrive in today's dynamic work environment. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish that you tune in. Stay tuned. This will all be updated on my social media platforms. This Thursday, April 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S., we will have our premier guest, Miss Rebecca Ma. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I am truly grateful to have you here. And let's go from resistance to resilience together as one. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Be safe. Be well. See you here this Thursday. Thank you.
Disclaimer agreement. The stories shared on the show are personal experiences and reflect the opinions, journeys, and outcomes of the individuals interviewed. They are not intended as medical advice and should not be used as a substitute for professional diagnosis, treatment, or medical care. This show aims to inspire wellness by sharing insights into mental health, emotional well-being, and spiritual practices that have supported others on their healing journeys. While we may talk about things like mindfulness, faith, meditation, or self-care, this content is for informational and inspirational purposes only. We are not your doctors, therapists, or licensed health professionals, and this show does not provide medical, psychological, or spiritual counseling services to you. Always consult a qualified professional for any physical, mental, or emotional health concerns. Listening to or watching this show does not create a therapeutic, doctor-patient, or client relationship. The show, its hosts, guests, and producers are not responsible for any decisions or actions taken based on the content shared. Every healing journey is unique. What worked for one person may not work for another. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. This show shares personal stories and insights for inspiration only. We're not giving medical or mental health advice. Always talk to a licensed professional before making any changes to your health, wellness, or spiritual practices. Everyone's journey is different. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Raw and real, resistance to resilience.